Ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? It's a chill Wednesday. We're dropping chill vibes today. Nothing too strenuous. I want you to be able to kick back and relax and just enjoy the show. Maybe you're involved with the break. Maybe you just want to watch, hang out, ask a few questions about sports card collecting, talk about the trade deadline. I don't think we haven't talked since the trade deadline. What a big deal. A lot of moves, a lot of things to talk about. How about your team? Did your team do anything? My team sure did. It's really disappointing because currently the Tigers are only, what are they at? They are 1.5 games out of the wild card. They've won 4 in a row. They have a plus 71 run differential, which is third best in all of baseball, as far as I can see. 1, 2, maybe. Wait, no. Dodgers, Brewers, Braves, Yankees, fourth best in all of baseball, something like that. And they sell. Like, if you're a member of the team, here's break number 1. For some reason, when I activate the stream, my stream deck doesn't work. Beforehand, it works fine. I test it out. There. What does that do to your mentality? If you're playing on the team and they're just like, well, we're not good enough to win. And then you guys are like, okay, I think we are. And you go on and you make the playoffs. Like, the Tigers already did that. It's kind of rare for it to happen. You usually don't see a team sell and then make the playoffs. It's counterintuitive, especially when they're that close. Break number 1. Good luck, everybody. We're in it. I could understand if you're a half a dozen games out of the wild card or something. Yeah, it's pretty much over. Wong's got it. He says, plus we got an offensive boost with Max Clark. Now, granted, you didn't know that was going to happen. You never know with a call-up. It can go either way. Like, they can look amazing. Like, Max Clark has looked the part. He's cool, calm, and collected. There's something about, like, just being chill. And, like, yeah, I'm just playing baseball. You know, the thing I've done since I can remember my whole life? Like, all I think about is baseball. This isn't a big deal. Maybe there's a few more people in the stands. Like, his first game in Oakland, playing in that minor league stadium, and his family was there, he just looked like, I'm just going to see a few pitches. I think he saw like 8 pitches in a row before he swung. That is so rare. It reminded me of McGonagall. Like, McGonagall is just so cool and chill. Doesn't get bothered. He's just going about his business. He's like a hard hat worker. Here in Michigan, in Detroit, I guess you could say, we're like blue collar teams. All we want you to do is just put your nose to the grindstone and just go to work. We don't need you to be flashy. We don't need anything. We just need you to try as hard as you can and put the work in and be a professional. And that's like, all of our teams are reflective of that when things are going right. Detroit Lions, you know, kneecapping them. You guys know the Lions thing. Dan Campbell, perfect. The Pistons, like, it's all about just trying to get a bunch of tryhards in here because that will buy into playing defense, because that's about all we can get. Nobody wants to come to stinky old Detroit unless you pay them a boatload of money. And we can't afford that, so you just got to get a ragtag group of tryhards together. And here we are, winning games, selling our best 2 pitchers. Ridiculous. Our offense, we just set a record since 1920-something. 8 runs or more in 6 consecutive games? Something like that. Haven't done it since the 20s. And yet, here we're going to sell. Ohtani. Murakami. Well, we got some things going on already. Let's see, Mike, you got the Dodgers. Murakami looking good here. And Ohtani probably going to win. Oh, my goodness. Troy Melton, rookie auto. That is a sweet one. Derek, if you don't know much about Troy Melton, he's incredible. He's probably this, you could argue, the second best story of from a pitcher in 2026, rookie pitcher. Like, you got the Miz, who's doing crazy things, and Troy Melton just under the radar, sub 2 ERA, sub 1 whip. All he does is win games, go deep into the game. He's one of the fastest pitchers in terms of like in and out of an inning. He just throws strikes. He's tall. He's got good stuff. Kind of early. That is a great way to start. The true blue Troy Melton. Let's take one more look at that. Love it. That is sweet. It's going to be that kind of day. McGonagall Prism. Tigers box? Where have you been all my life, Tigers box? Let's go, Derek. Back to back. Have a day. Yeah, Schlittler. Yeah. Schlittler. There's quite a few good pitchers. That's why I was hesitating. I'm like, well, there's a lot of good pitchers. Rookie pitchers this year. Or even rookie card. Players that maybe aren't quite rookies, but have a rookie card this year. Bieber to 250. Vu with the $1.99 Stryker. Your honest thoughts on Chrome Blasters. Well, after the complete case, I can tell you that they do feel like a little dry overall. The checklist is so good. And then like when I actually went through all the hits at the end, it was like, man, you know what? I did get a lot of good parallel rookies. Not a lot of doubles, which you wouldn't really want. It's a nice Roman Anthony refractor. It's been a good box, in my opinion, so far. And it's all relative. It's a relative game. We got to compare like blasters to all the other formats. So as the price goes up on hobby and jumbo, you got to ask yourself a question. Would you rather have 10 blaster boxes or there's Shane Bieber? Like, what are these prices fluctuate every single day? Let's see what a hobby runs currently. So a jumbo is like basically $740 and a hobby is $410. So the prices have gone down a little bit since the Nationals over, which I predicted. So it's 10 blaster boxes or one hobby box. What would you rather have? That's where we can't just be like, how are blaster boxes compared to what? So compared to a hobby box, if you open 10, you're probably going to get one or two autos, at least one or two autos. Now, it's going to be the scrub checklist on most of them. So you may or may not get like a good autograph. You have less of a chance of getting a good autograph out of the blaster, so you have to take that into account. But from a bang for your buck standpoint, blaster boxes are better. From a rip-in bang for your buck, you're going to get like 70 packs or something. Is it 7 packs per blaster? It's a nice Ohtani. So 70 packs versus 20. You're probably going to have a lot more fun opening blasters. And you're getting way more parallels too. Compare the amount of parallels, one hobby, to 10 blasters. Got a couple of, man, this is our third Ohtani out of here, including one of the potential MVP buybacks. So if you're on a budget, which, why would you ask unless you're on a budget, right? Because if you're not on a budget, you just go ham on jumbo boxes. That's what I would do. That's what almost anybody would do. Or just buy a bunch of Breakers Delight boxes if you really are just loaded and you don't care. That's the way to go. But if you're on a budget, like, I don't have mega boxes to compare it to because I haven't gotten mine yet. Hopefully they show up. They're supposed to show up tomorrow. I may run out after the show here and try to find some megas, because I've seen people opening megas. I don't know. I mean, what are they at, GameStop or something? Matt Chapman to 199. Another thing we can do, Nathan Church refractor, as kind of a comparison, Caglione, Caleb Durbin Prism. We can kind of just get a vibe of the stage. 10 blaster boxes versus 1 hobby. We got 6 stand-worthy cards. Out of that many blaster boxes, you're probably going to get closer to 8 to 10 stand-worthy type cards. That's subjective. So you're not going to really, you know, my stand-worthy cards might be different than yours. You might have twice as many as me. You might have half as many as me. I don't know. But you're probably going to get more stand-worthy cards from your blaster boxes versus hobby. But there are also higher-end things that you can hit out of a hobby box. This is a little treat today. There's a lot of cool things we can pull out of here. But one of the main draws, and this stuff has gotten more expensive as people figure out that, like, oh my gosh, Ohtani signed a lot of stuff back in 2019. So we can get Ohtani autos out of here. There's a lot of good autographs we can get out of here, as a matter of fact. And you get 2 per box. 2 on-card autos per box. Also a pretty good rookie class, other than the fact that Vlad and Tatis are not really performing this year as expected. But Pete, Vlad, Tatis, Kyle Tucker, pretty good rookies. So we're going all the way back to 2019 as this stuff dries up too. You know, there may not be a ton of opportunities in the future as 2019 stuff starts drying up like 2018. It's just going to get more expensive. Lids and GameStop have megas today. First pack had a lot of rookie parallels and 1 rookie Bob Seaman. Oh, no. Rookie auto? No. What if you want to gamble on getting them ultraviolet inserts? That's what it sounds like, how you wrote that. It sounds like you speak like that. What if you want to gamble on getting some of them ultraviolet inserts? You would have to look at my value sheet. I don't know what the best odds are, but they're probably... are you talking about the radiating rookies? I don't think we have ultraviolet. Did they take away ultraviolet? I'm drawing a blank right now. I haven't seen an ultraviolet. They take those away? Will Lombard and Clark be... No, they will not be in update. Definitely not. But they'll be in Series 1 next year, or Series 2. It's kind of, so they kind of view Series 1 and Series 2 as just like an extension of one set. Update's a separate set. But Series 1 and Series 2 is a 700 card set. So sometimes they'll stagger the rookies in both of the Series 1 and Series 2. Now, usually what they do is like Series 2 will have the debuts of like 2027 in there, whereas 26 will still have some guys, or Series 1 will still have some guys that debuted in 26. That's usually how it works. Yeah, Lombard, no chance, Tim. It takes quite a while to make cards and stuff, and update will be, you know, what are we about? 2 months away from update? Month and a half. It'd be cool if they had some kind of short print. Like, they rarely do that, or that they don't do that. But it would be cool if they did have a short print. At least you could chase the guy for a while until the regular release came out. So Ohtani has an autograph like this, the Topps magazine, and they're low numbered too. I've pulled one before. The size of the checklist for autographs, like relative to like you get 2 per box, and the size is not quite as big as you would think. It's actually got maybe one of the most reasonable to good shots at actually pulling an Ohtani is out of this product, Ohtani Auto. But then you could also get that. Did you guys see K's latest performance in the minors? Anybody? Yikes. Ultraviolets are in 20. Well, they must have made them real hard because I've not seen one. Let's see. I got the check. I got the value sheet right here. They do, and they are very rare. Or yeah, it's 1 in 1,500 hobby packs, and they do come out of all the different formats. I can't believe I haven't seen an ultraviolet yet. Our first numbered card, it's Anthony Rizzo to 175, a little purple piece. Did you guys see that they released Logo Fractor today? I happened to just stroll over to the Fanatics website, no reason, and there they were. Logo Fractors, and I was like, what? I didn't even know they were making this. Haven't seen a checklist or odd sheet or anything on those yet. So I snagged 8 boxes. They're expensive. They're $120 a box. And then I thought, I think maybe I'll just call that good. And then I went back on the website about 15 minutes later just to see if they're still there. I wanted to see if there was like a link to the odd sheet or anything. And they were sold out. Oh yeah, so update, Topps Chrome update comes out tomorrow. And I think we'll probably do a break or two tomorrow. So if you want to get involved in a Topps Chrome update break, and you're a slammer, be prepared. You can also DM me if you want an early notification and make sure you can get in on the break. Javi Baez, mini. Kyle Tucker, rookie. And there's autograph number 1. Cookie Rojas. Sky blue piece, numbered to 25. Cookie Rojas. Jackris, congratulations. I know he's your favorite. All-time favorite. Greetings, Bionic, in Paris, France. Add that to the list. We got people watching all around the world. How fun is that? Al Kaline. Juan Soto. Verlander. Greinke. Got one more autograph coming out of here. Vernon Wells. I used to love Vernon Wells on my fantasy team. Let's look at the home runs and see why. Home runs and RBIs, like that little stretch right there. I was a Vernon Wells guy. Also, solid batting average. Career 270 batting average for Vernon. Waiting on the Bowman Chrome checklist. Do you have the update boxes yet? Or no? Maybe. It's a Vlad rookie. Man, Castellanos. Looks like he has been out for a while the previous night. There we go. I was going to say, man, I should get another numbered card. It's Kyle Wright to 99. What are you opening right now? This is 2019 Topps Archives. You should go check out the checklist of autographs. It's pretty good. Just something to change things up so we're not opening the same stuff over and over and over. You know, I like to mix things up. I find it can get a little boring if we just open the same stuff all the time. Just gotta go back in time a little bit. It also makes the checklists a little broader for more people to possibly hit something cool, especially when you got like a checklist with a bunch of legends on there, or possibly prospects. Prospects and legends tend to expand the amount of teams that have good hits, good hit potential. Nothing better than ducking out of work early to rip packs while watching a Stryker break. Good luck on your packs. And I agree. Nothing better. Ellie on top. We got a thick boy as card number 2. Hank Aaron. Who is the thickie? What is this? Oh, it's a triple O'Neal Cruz. That's why. Look how, geez, that's a 180. 3 game use pieces, 3 different colors. That's how I like to see it. And please hit the like button while you're hanging out here. It's a simple act that reverberates through YouTube. Baseball Bionic says, born and raised French. I only started getting into baseball a couple of years ago because of Ohtani. Baseball isn't very popular in France. You hear that, Manfred? Send some of your efforts over there. Hank Aaron to 99. Why am I doing all the heavy lifting, Manfred? I think Major League Baseball should send me on a world tour, promoting baseball cards and opening packs with foreigners. Chase Utley to 50. It's a clean card. And everybody loves Chase Utley. Bobby? You guys should all email the commish and reinforce that idea. World tour. Stryker Breaks World Tour. John says, hey, Stryker, new to the channel. Could a 2026 Bowman Megabox have any good hits? Only open tops so far since getting back into cards. Yeah, those 26 Bowman Megaboxes are actually pretty good. You can get autos out of there. You can get, so the thing of it, the thing that makes that special is they have the Mojo cards, has a special finish to it. It's a different parallel. It's only available out of the mega boxes. Harry Ford rookie and Jazz Chisholm Jr. 4 of 25 with a pinstripe, with a sticker on there that has a special number that you can type in, probably on Topps.com or something, and find out what game this piece was used in. And also what he did. Like, did he hit a home run? Did he strike out 4 times? Usually it's something good. But yeah, Bowman Megas are good. I'd pick those up. I'd pick one up, definitely. Greetings from Germany, see? Worldwide appeal. Jacob Marcy to 50. Lots of low-numbered stuff coming out of Tribute. Beautiful. Daniel has the Marlins. Congratulations. Lovely. I will definitely drink in some lovely architecture. Corbin Carroll. And Aaron Judge. That one's to 199. Going to Sean. I'm wondering if it's going to take Judge a little longer than they thought, bringing in Elliot Ramos. But yeah, that was pretty sweet last night. What a special moment for the Lombards. They had that all over everything. Because, I mean, it is crazy having your first minor league home run, being George Lombard Sr., having your kids. I mean, what a dream. He must have thought he was literally dreaming. I did swoop up George Lombard Jr. in my fantasy league. Of course, I didn't start him yesterday like a knucklehead. I was like, I'm going to give him a game every time that happens. I'm going to give him a couple games and just see how it pans out. Just put him in. Why would you pick him up if you're not going to put him in your lineup? Speaker. Colson Montgomery to 75, going to Mark. And then the hit. It's Andre Dawson to 199. It goes to the Nationals. It goes to Alec. Congratulations, Alec. That's a cool card. Crest calligraphy autograph. Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful. Tyler is watching from Mars. Stryker breaks. Interplanetary streaming. Come on, Rod. The whole solar system likes me. How about this? This is another good one if you happen to see these out in the wild. These are real good. One of the best retail releases in memory. What do you guys think? Can you think of a better retail release than this? In like ever? Not even just this year, just period. I mean, you know, you could go like 2018 Topps Update or something. I'm talking just not necessarily. I guess it's a combo. You gotta add checklist in with hits, parallels, etc. Skeens. We're gonna quick rip this. You picked them up about a week ago. I can't pick up anybody like too soon. The league is really tough, and if I have even one guy, like I'm always gonna have a guy or two that's on the IL. We have 2 IL slots, so if I call someone up that's not playing, I'm gonna get left behind. I need to win every game possible. I'm coming off of a 10-0 win last week. It was huge, and I need to ride that momentum. So I had to just wait until I heard he got called up. I just happened to be online when it happened, so got the jump on things. There's Weatherholt. There's Mizorowski. There's Roman Anthony. James Wood, Mini Diamond. McGonigal. Christian Moore, rookie. Sal Stewart. And we got a numbered Aaron Judge, and that's a rare numbered to 199. See how I'm back? Says rare up there. Another Judge. Going to Sean. Jackson Holiday. Trey, you savage. On the IL. You savage. He hurt his knee. He was pitching yesterday and just kind of like was warming up and like tweaked his knee. I get it, Trey. I get these no reason injuries. I understand you. And I feel your pain. So stupid. The no reason injuries. Lines on the front. I don't know. Yeah, I see that. I think that's just like it's kind of like a grid in the background almost. You can barely see it. I think that it's just part of the design. We got 2 more things. This is another little special box. 2024 Stadium Club compact box. You get a guaranteed auto in each one of these boxes. They only did this for 1 year, this design, and then they started getting away from the 2 autographs per box. So there's really no purpose for a compact box because now the regular box is like a compact box. It's feeling a little better, Ken. It's feeling as the best it has. It's been a week, and I can walk on it a little better. It's still tight, and I can't like fully extend or anything, but every day it gets a little bit better. Think the Brewers did the right thing not getting scooped? No. I think the Brewers are going to... Well, I mean, what do you want to do? Do you want to win the World Series, or do you just want to be kind of good? For some reason, teams in the Midwest are just like, hey, we're kind of good. Let's just ride it out. It's so stupid. No, I think they should have definitely gone for Skubal and whoever else. It was like a fire sale, man. Everybody was getting moved for cheap. The Brewers should have tried to go for it this year and win it all. That's my take. I thought the Tigers should have done it too. Instead, they capitulate to the Dodgers. Connor Phillips. It's a Rod Carew refractor. Chrome and Managa. Got a numbered card out of here, Vladdy. Purples look kind of cool. Going to David. 54 of 75. It's just so rare for like a team to have maybe not 100% homegrown talent, but like no big free agents really. Like the Brewers brought in Yelich years ago. It's been so long now. That was their big guy to bring in, but you got to have a little help. You can't just all be cheap homegrown players. Bo to 50. You know, this is actually really tough. You don't see these numbered this low, especially 2 of 50. It looks like a green parallel. Strange that the green or blue parallel is... Yeah, it's got to be green. Numbered to 50, isn't it? Yeah, all these teams don't want to give up any prospects, and that's a mistake. Look, just look how Dave Dombrowski does business. That's how most teams should be. Oh, wow. Another low-numbered 11 of 30. That is a really tough pull. This has been a crazy box. Biggio for Joseph. The Brewers' offer was better for what? Detroit colluded against... What was the Brewers' supposed alleged offer? There's no colluding against... Why would they want to collude against the Brewers? What have the Brewers done to anybody? That doesn't even make sense. Collude against those devils, the Brewers. What was the offer, Evan? That's what I'm asking. What was the offer? The alleged offer that you're not even sure took place. And I'll tell you if it's better. Also, you know there's needs that have to be met. Like, it's not like you could just be like, hey, they didn't offer Mate, but imagine if they did for a moment. We don't need a shortstop. So we need an outfielder. That's what we need, and we need it that in the return. So you have to take that into account. Pena, Henderson, Letson, not as good. You're biased. Oh, yeah. Bartolo. Look at it. Oh my gosh, his signature is just as larger than life as he is. Look at that thing. I don't even know what to say. Other than I'm impressed, Bartolo. It's not my first time pulling a Bartolo either. Pulled a fair amount of these in my day. Very nice. Last but not least, a jumbo box of Topps Chrome. But how do you know Luis Pena was in the offer? Like, we got to start from square one. How do you know? Because someone said, anonymous sources say. I mean, if like, I guess the front office, did the front office say? But either way, like, I mean, like I said, there are certain needs, like our pitching. So here's what Detroit needed. They needed an outfielder that can play soon. A good one with like some kind of upside, and pitching depth. Our bullpen is horrible. We need to totally restock our bullpen, and that's what we did. Are the names going to work out? God only knows. Usually not. Usually they don't. But you savage. I wish we could have got a better haul. That's not bad. Owen Casey and a short print. Carson Benj. What a pack. Not too bad at all. Derek, boom. And then the Benj going to Joseph. Very cool. As you saw with all these other trades, like if you looked at, there were like 70 trades. If you look at the names involved and what people got in return, most of them are not great, man. Like it was just teams dumping. So the Scooble haul was actually the best haul. Arguably. You could say that the Adley haul was better. But the Adley haul, there's more years. So like that's why the Tigers were trying to trade Scooble last year. And sometimes you hear these rumors about certain players going to be on the trade market and you're like, what? Like they were talking about maybe Ellie going to be on the trade market, which was like mind-blowing to me. I couldn't understand it. And then Mason Miller and like some just big time players. And you're going, why? They're not even a free agent next year. It's because you get a bigger haul if they have an additional year of team control. Makes sense. Diamond Moments, Kerry Wood. So that's why we were shopping them last year. And I guess the offers just weren't even there last year, which is crazy. Not doing enough. Another thing I think that happened and is happening is it's like all these teams are looking at the Dodgers and they're going, why bother? And that's bad for the sport. The fans hate it. It's just bad when maybe like 25 of the rest of the teams, 26, 27, 28, I don't know how many teams, but a lot of them are just like, why would we bother trying to bring in a player? One player is not going to tip the scales. 2 players, 3 players, like the Dodgers are just, they're going to win. So why are we're not going to give that much up. And then another interesting thing, another interesting thing is it seemed like, and this is in my mind, a completely made up scenario in my mind, but this is what it seemed like to me, that the Padres were looking to be sellers, which is why you heard like Mason Miller's name get thrown around there. And then I think they saw the market and they're just like, it's actually the opposite. This is a buyer's market. This is a buyer's market. And they're like, might as well go for it. Who knows what's going to happen next year? And I like that mentality. Let's go for it, baby. We have some superstars in place. Maybe we just shore up our starting pitching a little bit and we can actually compete. So it's like they're when you're fluid and you're able to move and make decisions on the fly like that, that's what separates the good GMs from the bad ones. Is anyone happy except the Dodgers? Yeah. I think there's some teams that are happy. I think the Orioles and the Red Sox are happy. I think the Padres are probably happy. I think the Guardians are very happy. That's just off the top of my head. Murakami, that is a beautiful Murakami to 150. That's a sweet hit. Mark, congratulations. Goldie. I think the Yankees are happy. Yankees did a little bit. Dude, the Yankees are quietly did really good at the deadline. I don't think a lot of people know about Elliot Ramos. Casual fans don't know about him. He's good. He's going to help them big time. And that goes back a little bit to what I was talking about earlier with, like, I think Judge might be a little farther behind. They sent Dominguez down. Like, I don't know if Dominguez is long for the league, dude. I've been keeping an eye on him this year. I've been watching his at-bats. He was on my fantasy team. Been looking at his box score every day. Watching him play. It's just something ain't there. Winkler. Jack Winkler. He seems like he should be on the rookie auto checklist on retail rookies. Jack Winkler. Let's guess on the age. 25. Oh my gosh. It's an old one. Dan, sorry. Oh yeah, people don't talk about Luis Garcia enough, but that's going to help that team. Rays somehow always in it. McGonagall rookie. Pajes. I think today we're going to pull an ultraviolet after talking about it too. I just got that vibe. Bryce Eldridge rookie. And Kyle Stowers to 75. Lindor refractor. There's a Roman Anthony Wild style. Russ. It's just so wild. So wild. Weatherholt rookie and Kristen Campbell, and that's about it out of that box, and that's about it out of that break. Fortunately, we have 4 of them today, so settle on in, kick back, grab yourself an ice cold Arnold Palmer. Extra ice. Maybe a little umbrella in there. Are you outside? By the pool. Check out the hits and keep on ripping. Gonna have a John Daly instead. Those are actually, his drinks are not bad. Kind of expensive, but not bad. What are they called? Good Boy or Happy Boy or something like that? A little dog on there. Is that what you're talking about? I've had them. Kyle Wright, that is numbered to 99. James Wood, Wild Style. Chapman to 199. Rizzo to 175. Finest Diamond Moments, Kerry Wood. Owen Casey to 275. Vladdy numbered to 75. Aaron Judge to 199. Colson Montgomery to 75. Winkler, Anthony Wild Style. Stowers to 75. Bieber to 250. Anthony Refractor. Javi Mini. Cruz to 150. Triple Piece. Hank Aaron to 99. Cookie Rojas. That jewel is numbered to 25. Vernon Wells Auto. Chase Utley to 50. Jazz to 25. Judge to 199. Marcy to 50. Murakami to 150. McGonigal Prism. Melton to 150. Biggio to 30. Bo to 50. Bartolo Auto. Andre Dawson Auto to 199. And Carson Bench Image Variation. Break number 2. Welcome on in. Break 2. How the heck are you today? About to be better. About to be better. Let's start with this. Tea with lemonade's a monstrosity. Tea with cream in it is a monstrosity. We don't play that game here in the USA. We don't put cream in our tea. Or sugar. It's just, I mean, I guess people do drink sweet tea. We're going the whole box. But like, I never see anybody take a teaspoon of sugar and put it into their tea. I've never seen that. Although I know it is something that people do, just not so much in America. It's going all right, Caramel. It's getting a little bit better every day. I still limping around like a gimp. But was able to throw some cornhole bags. I just put all my weight on my other leg. I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that, right? That'll be fine. Definitely not going to blow my hip out on the other leg. McGonigal. What do we got here? Oh, it's a refractor gunner. I see. Wyatt. Sal Stewart rookie. And here's our numbered card. It's a numbered mini diamond Joe Adell. Jordan. It's pretty amazing, like, looking back on it on the trade deadline. How many teams, like, can you imagine that? Is it a boardroom and they're just like got 10 phones, like the old-fashioned ones, and they're all just like hardwired up? That's how I picture it. And they're just making calls to everybody. Everybody's getting calls. Okamoto bouncing back and forth. Hold on, I got a deal. I got the Reds on the line here. Hold on. The Brewers are talking over here. They're offering me this. In my mind, it's like the stock market. Like, you see everybody just like, Wall Street, hollering, screaming at each other. It's because of the amount of moves. Carson Benz rookie and a Jackson Merrill mini diamond. Is that how it works? Remember Moneyball? How he's got like a secretary and he's get me so and so on the phone. That'd be kind of cool to have a secretary. And you just tell them who you want them to call. They get them on the phone when you're good and ready. Kind of make them wait for a minute. When you're good and ready, you hop on. Sorry, I just got off the phone with the President of the United States. JS, what's up, man? It's all good, brother. Everybody lives vicariously. Rare Skeens up on the board, sure. And we got a hobby box. You think it's more like a room with a bunch of old dudes smoking cigars and talking trash? I bet you that's the way it used to be. Raising Guardians never say die. Well, it's like they didn't have to give up that much. MLB trade deadline. Here, I'll pull up. Most aggressive deal. Padres and Cubs. San Diego added 2 legitimate playoff starters. Chicago rebuilt much of its pitching staff with Gossman, Holmes, Zephyr, and Garrett. Most consequential seller. Tigers. Moving both Skubal and Mize transforms Detroit's present and future. Most surprising deal. What do you guys think the most surprising deal is? I'll tell you mine after you tell me yours. We already talked about it a little bit, but there's one deal that was very surprising to most. Marlon's still making moves. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, forgot to tell you. Sorry. Most surprising move. It was Adley to Boston. That was a shocker. Yeah. Sonny, you got it. Soriano was a good one too, dude. Soriano's good. I think that was my second most surprising move. The Joe Adele one to the Guardians. I didn't think Taylor Ward was going to get moved. That's pretty, and also like Varsho for Arrighetti. Arrighetti's kind of legit. The Elliot Ramos one, we knew he was going to get moved, or at least we thought. Yeah, the Blue Jays getting Soriano. I think that potentially they got the best haul with Namala. Namala's really good, high-end prospect. That was the prospect out of everybody, all of them that got moved, that I thought was probably the best, highest up. I don't know where he was on the top 100 or where he is, but that's the name. Zaire Hope's also, one of the biggest names. Cash Mayfield has been, that's a name too. So Tigers actually got a couple of decent names. Decent. Soriano to Toronto, yeah. How much the D-backs gave up for Lars Nootbaar. What did they get for Nootbaar? I don't think those names are any good. Nupar's good. Chase DeLauder rookie. Not sort this sheet. There we go. Graham, you got yourself a Chase DeLauder. Dude's good. DeLauder's good. Arise to Philly. Yeah, they were talking about him getting moved, though. So I wasn't surprised. I wasn't, like, shocked or surprised by that one. Arise just gets tossed around, doesn't he? It's amazing. It's like nobody wants to pay him, so they just, like, move him to the next team. They're like, hey, he hits batting average really high. Eh? You want him, right? And eventually some team's like, heck yeah, we do. But nobody wants to pay him. Burleson to 75. Kyle Teal, and then a green Burleson to 99. We are working on the rainbow, ladies and gentlemen. Todd. How about that Burleson rainbow? Been chasing that one for a while. Caglione. Christian Moore, negative. PCA. Potential. Potential MVP. Small potential. Look at this little rainbow we got going. Yeah. You do have a rainbow ALZ of Burleson? Guys, we met the only person in the world. We just met a unique individual collector. The only one. Look at that. Watch us pull the Ohtani out of here. Manny says, Dodgers acquired Zaire from the Cubs, developed him good, and then flipped. Yeah, the Dodgers have no reason whatsoever to care about their prospects. You just buy whoever they want. You gotta have a couple homegrown pieces, I suppose. But just look at that roster. They homegrow Mookie, Freddie, Ohtani, Tucker, Snell, Glasnow. They bought Yamamoto. Pajes, I believe, is homegrown. About the only one. Maybe Max No, Muncy's not even. You just use your farm system as a pool to trade other teams with. One way to do it. Mentally's got the orange to 25 if you need it. Game Day Sports, what's up? Late? You get a tardy on your attendance board, on your attendance record. I keep track. Will Smith homegrown, yeah. That's one of the better autos I've ever pulled for myself out of Topps Chrome, by the way. Will Smith refractor rookie auto. Gemmed up, too. It's kind of sad if you think about it. Like, that's the best. I mean, it's not like he's very good. He's good. He's world champion. At least, you know, at least they're all in the same direction. I'm seeing things in a positive light today. I'm going to be really, really pissed, though, when the Tigers make the playoffs. There's Ohtani. It is a facsimile auto. But the real one is coming. Alex Cora. And that is numbered to 99. Timothy. How sad are you about it? I'm more pissed than sad. I'm not sad. I'm a grown man. I don't get sad. I get mad. I'm mad because we can still compete. Like, we have a good team. We flukily lost like 17 games. No kidding. Blew leads late in the game. So it's like, yeah, our bullpen is our weakness. You can fix that at the deadline. Instead, we just tore it all apart. Why would you continue to support a team like that? I'm not saying don't. I'm just talking out loud. I'm just trying to work through this. I still am going to watch them, and I'm still going to root for some of the players. And I'm still like weird about it. Brian Anderson. I'm mad about it. But then, like I'll start to get mad, and then I start thinking, if I actually like look at our top 30 prospects or whatever, organizational prospects, and I see how actually we just got replenished big time. It doesn't seem like it, but if you actually look at the list now, it's like, oh, well, actually we did really need to do that. Because we're not going out there spending all kinds of money on free agents. So we actually do have to have some homegrown guys hit, and we do. Like, sneaking into the playoffs for a few years, it really does a number on your prospect, your organizational prospects. Brandon Lau, rookie. Jimenez, rookie. Oh, this is the one right here. You can get this card with an autograph on it. And I have pulled it before. Numbered to 20. Throwback Ichiro. Kyle Tucker, rookie. Another Cookie Rojas. Well, this is out of a sealed case, by the way. If you're like stacking up pros and cons of this release, there are certainly some cons. But the pros, yeah, especially when you look at, Ben's mad that the Braves didn't go for a top starter. It's especially when you look at what you had to give up. Not much. You got to give up like your number 5, 11, and 17 prospect. Something like that for like a real good one. for a Scooble or a Mize or like a Soriano. Gossman got moved. Peralta got moved. There's legit guys that you could have had. Edwin Diaz. That one is numbered to 99. I think this trade deadline is a sign of things to come. The reason why it was the craziest deadline that I can ever remember is because of this impending doom. It's almost like you see a thunderstorm coming and you're at the ball game or you're at a sporting event or something and you're like, we'll be fine. And you choose to like, you either stick it out and then the rain comes and you're like, crap, I didn't think it was going to be this bad. And it turns out it's like a horrible thunderstorm, maybe some tornadoes. And then there's a bunch of people that are like, they see that it's cloudy and they're like, let's go to the car. Which one are you? So there's a bunch of teams that are like, storm's coming, and they just like bailed. This looks like the big one. Better get some sandbags ready. Like, yeah, no basketball today, but tomorrow is release day for Topps Chrome Update. So we're going to do some Topps Chrome Update tomorrow if you're interested in getting in. Also, we need some likes. We got 460 in the house and only 136 likes. I haven't been bugging you. I don't want to bug you, but I get it. People forget. So now, right now, hit the like button. I know, retro, it's a 2-month rental. You're not going to get a lot. I feel you. And I wish we could have got more. But that's why I didn't want to trade with the Dodgers, because I looked at their system, and they got some guys up there. The thing is, the reason why everybody knew it was going to be with the Dodgers, not everybody knew. The talking heads knew, and the insiders knew. Because of the needs of Detroit. And then the willingness to let go of some of the, like, they had our needs and that matched up. The guys they gave up are disposable, and that's what we needed, is those guys, like those positions. So while upon first glance it does appear that we got hosed, and I'm not saying we got a good deal. It did, dude. Zaire Hope turned into our #1 prospect. So if you take that into consideration, it's a combination of two things hit you. Like, is your farm system that bad? Or is that guy actually kind of good? Or a combination of both? Strawberry refractor. Yamamoto rookie. Sassel, Piazza, Luciano rookie, Marte, that's a throwback. A little bit tougher of a pull there. Yeah, no, that's why I brought up a bunch of different names, Ben. It's like, there were a bunch of guys to go after. But in Scooble, you have about as close to a real thing, like the real deal, as you could have got. Whereas all the other guys have question marks around them to an extent. I think Mize was the second best pitcher. Joe Ryan. And here's our autograph. Zach Remillard. The White Sox. Going to Jonathan. When you move to Florida? Probably when I'm 50. ish. Oh, wait. That's not that far down the road. I don't know. My wife wants to get a fence. Like, what do? You build a fence and then move? No, fences are expensive. I don't want to get a fence anymore. I used to, and then we got a quote. Now I don't want to anymore. The price for a fence is the price for like a car, a new car. It's a pretty big job. No, not soon. I just talk about it like, man, it'd be nice. I don't know if I ever will, actually. What I would more likely do is buy a house down there as a winter house. That's a very common thing in Michigan. They're called snowbirds. In the summer, they live in Michigan, and in the winter, they live in Florida. That's probably what I'd do. Or maybe it might even be Texas. I like Texas. In Texas, you can get some nice property for a reasonable price. And there's no state income tax. That would save me a lot of money. A lot of money in taxes. Like, I totally should do that. I want to move to a state with no state income tax. That's number one. But just probably as a winter house or something. Here's a beautiful Adley. Yeah, maybe, like, I don't know about Montana. Never been there, but like Arizona. How much we talking for a fence? Well, we got 2 more people coming out to quote, but the first guy was like $27,000. You should have seen my frown. My disgust. I was like, that's not happening. But we got this new dog. I'm like, that's turning into an expensive dog. You scoffed at me when I said I wanted to get a purebred pit bull, like an XL. Beautiful Jackson Cheerio. It's a 99 on card, little pinstripe on there. Tribute to Threads autograph card for Leo. Like, we want a privacy fence, you know? So it's like those little prefab pieces. And it's actually a pretty big stretch to do that. That's why it's so expensive. Sizzla says, I live in Illinois. My friend's dad won the Mega Millions. He won $220 million before taxes, bought a huge beach mansion in Florida. Yeah, that sounds awesome. Look at this. 70 of 150? What kind of relic is that? What is that? What kind of piece is that? That's really cool. Game worn Senga to 150. For PJ. I just don't know about the hurricanes in Florida. Like, it happens almost every single year. Multiple hurricanes sweep through and devastate the whole state. Like, That's why maybe Texas. Also, I'm not huge on reticulated pythons roaming freely. It does kind of look like a sock, but usually they would put it on there if it was a sock relic. But it's a City Connect piece. It's just a really cool piece, like very unique. Like if you had this in a case at a card show, that would stand out big time and people would be like, whoa. Napkin relics left and right, but then that. Dylan Beavers to 199. Camille, congratulations. Got you on the board. You get used to hurricanes. I'd rather not have to get used to a natural disaster. Brady House, Will Smith, the 199. Colson Montgomery. But that's why it would just be for the winter. Rent it out or something the rest of the year. Texas sucks. Basayo, McLean to 50, and Jimmy Fox. Some nice McLean. Going to PJ, got a couple from that tribute box, PJ. I mean, we just redid our house too, and still in the process, by the way. The countertop guy, it's been 2 months, is just coming today to finish them. Got a lot of 180s today. If you guys need supplies, cardshells.com. Cardshells with a Z. Use the code Stryker26 for a discount. We got the Easy Glide soft sleeves and the UV coated top loaders. And much, much more. What do you say we break into a Jumbo Tops Chrome? Oh yeah? Is that all? Is that all game day? Just an Ohtani rookie auto? Well, if I actually mentally, I don't know what my Ohtani rookie auto is worth. Seems like that would be a good deal actually. But it cost me like $800 to pull it. Eduardo Nunez for Daniel. Sizzla says I have a sealed jumbo box of 2024 Topps Chrome that I'm itching to open, but probably shouldn't. No, the best thing to do, hit the like button, everybody. You're still slacking. Come on. It's 177 likes. Come on. I can freeze until we get to 200. I gave up. Nice Mizorowski refractor. Like this. Leo. I don't mind a hot. Orange? Brady House, orange, 25 of 25. Ben, nice hit. Another Mizorowski, that's a base. Imanaga, Drew Gilbert refractor. So much for the countertop guy being here at 2 o'clock. Roman Anthony. Give us an ultraviolet. I really want to see the design this year. Glaber. Out of jumbo boxes, the ultraviolet is 1 out of 2,243 packs, meaning cost you about $150,000 to pull an ultraviolet all-star out of a jumbo. The old freeze trick worked. I should do that more often. Zach Cole to 250, Drake Baldwin to 150. I'm not so sure about these pink autographs. I think there's got to be a better color to use. To 250. Like, that used to be purples. What's wrong with purples being to 250? Matthew asks, do you think Topps Chrome Basketball is worth getting? Well, if you're talking about Topps Chrome Update, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of chase cards in there that are going to be worth. There's probably multiple cards in there that are going to be worth $1 million or more. You could pull one just by opening one pack. I want to open up a whole case of Breaker's Delights for myself. But that is really expensive. It's get a new fence or open some Breaker's Delight boxes. That's how expensive those are. I gotta, like, talk myself out of it. But we're going to open some tomorrow as a team. We're going to do some breaks at Topps Chrome Update tomorrow. Maybe we pull the big boy, but there's quite a few big boys. DeLauder. Like the debut patch auto. Cooper Flag is going to be... Well, what do we think? Chat seems to know better than I do what stuff could potentially be worth. What do you think on that Cooper Flag debut patch auto? Give me a number in a chat. It's whatever the Skeen sold for, probably like ×2, at least. Yeah, but Manuel, if you get the big boy, you can have as many fences as you want. I could have 3 layers of fences with a moat if I get that card. I kind of want a moat. 5 million. Yeah, I think it could go for 4 to 6 million. That's kind of my... It's going to be worth more than 1.5 million. I'm betting like 4.5 something. Caglione Future Stars. Freddie Freeman negative, and a Skeens refractor. I mean, just some random pitcher got a lot. I'm calling Skeens a random pitcher. The Skeens sold for 1.1 million. So it's the the Cooper's going to be at least 2.5 then. And then what about Harper? And others and pals. Chase Burns, refractor rookie. That's why like the Breakers Delight boxes are so intriguing, because that's going to be the best chance to pull one out of there. Now, will it cost more dollar per attempt? I don't know, because we don't have the pack odds yet, as far as I know. Camille says some guy on TikTok is offering that if anyone pulls the Cooper 1.5, it's going to be way more than that. IMO. Tigers should have signed Scooble. They don't have the kind of money to do that. So they say. Also, like, I don't know if I want them to. If you take into consideration the fact that they don't have the Dodgers money to spend. They just don't. So then you got to be a little more particular with your money. I don't think I want them to spend all their money on Scooble. He's already had a history of injuries. He's already a little bit old too. You're basically, like, pitchers can last a lot longer. Like they're effective a lot later into their career. Sometimes they don't even peak until they're in their like early 30s. So that's one thing, but I don't know. I think we could spend our money better. I like Scooble. I just wanted us to go for it. Finish it out this one last year. You get a compensatory pick that could turn into McGonigal. McGonigal was a compensatory pick. It's a first round pick, man. It's not like it's a 7th round draft. It's still a good pick. Here's the hits. Adley to 99, Remillard auto, Diaz to 99, Alex Cora to 99, Brian Anderson to 175, Mini George Springer, another Cookie Rojas auto, Christian Moore negative, Joe Adele to 150, Okamoto Mini Diamond Skeens rare, Burleson to 99 and to 75, DeLauder rookie auto, Nunez, Sosa to 99, McLean to 50, it's his rookie auto. Will Smith to 199, Beavers to 199, House to 25, Senga to 150, Churio to 99, Burns refractor, Freeman negative, Baldwin to 150, Mizorowski refractor, and Zach Cole to 250. And we've got break number 3. Let's start with something a little different this time. We'll switch it up. Start with the tribute. Why not? Good luck, break 3. You got the odds? So 1 out of 4,309 Breakers Delight boxes. Jeez. Thanks, old man Brick. That has me not wanting to open a case for myself, but Jazz to 150. Babe to 150. Still a bunch of other stuff in there, though. New fence it is. Yamamoto. Early. And Hobby to 199. Yeah, Fence is looking pretty good after those numbers. Basayo to 150. Tyler. Walter Johnson. Got a base Basayo rookie, Wizen Hunt. And Mike Trout to 75. We'll take that. Going to Camille. That is a thick Trout. Thick Trout. Phillip. I wish. Way more than that. I don't know what the Breakers Delights cost, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're 3 G's a box. Probably gonna be like $3 grand a box. And if not day one, then after, like, if that card isn't found, it's just going to go up like crazy. Because if you think about it, your odds get better and better the longer it's not found. Like, way better. Your odds just like get, so it's going to go up. And if I was the guy that pulled it, like, I wouldn't do this, but it would be a smart idea to not go tell the world about it right away, and then buy all the Topps Chrome update you can, and then just kind of chill for a little bit and watch the prices go up, 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 up. And then you sell off your boxes, and then you can make double the money. Spawn to 50. But people don't have the kind of patience to. They have to tell everybody right away. Immediately post it or whatever, or whoever they sell it to, they're going to tell everybody. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, Ken, like, we could look. Sold out everywhere. All the hobby stuff is sold out. On blowout. David Adams. A jumbo box is $2,100. There are no Breakers Delight boxes available. So that's why, like, they're going to be super expensive if you can get them. Plus, Topps jacked up the price on their end. So it's just, I guarantee you they're going to be crazy. Caglione to 99. It's been sitting here. Simmering. Caglione simmering. No, Scott, I didn't go to the National. I blew my calf out. I like tore a muscle in my calf. I couldn't walk. I had to have crutches and could barely get around. It's getting better now. A little bit. If I had to guess, I'd say it's about 30% better. But I'm still hobbling. National would have been a nightmare. I couldn't have done it. Wouldn't want to do it. I was going to potentially fly out there for just like a day or a night, but next year. Why are they so expensive? Because there's $1 million cards sprinkled throughout them. And the Breakers Delight boxes are absolutely juiced. They're loaded. I don't know if these ones are. I imagine they are. All the Breakers Delight boxes have been, like, of all the releases they've came out with over the last couple of years, have been really, really good. Like worth it. Especially for people who don't want a nickel and dime base cards. You just buy a couple of Breakers Delight boxes and every card in there almost or at least like half a dozen cards are just going to be bangers. So you don't have as much work to do when you're listing and buying and selling and grading and stuff. And also, it's just like where the high dollar boys play. And they're really good for breaks. They juice up a break to the extreme. That's what they're all about. 23K for a case of breakers, old man brick. Where you see that at? And there's 6 in a box. Yeah, so $3,800 a box. I told you. I told you they're going to be ridiculous. They like tripled the price, the cost that Topps sells them to distributors. They like tripled the cost of it as normal. So they're going to be expensive. And this is a big deal, man. Topps Chrome Update Basketball with that rookie class and the first debut patch autos out of basketball products ever. It's a really big deal. So it's a very high in demand product, and that's what I was saying. It's a fence or a case of those. You thought I was joking. It's not even. It won't even barely cover the hit. I guess it'll... Hopefully we can get a quote that's lower. Why is the National always in the highest crime cities? Because those are the places that have the convention centers. Rosemont's not a high crime place. I don't think. I don't know, maybe it is. There's like some parts of Chicago that are actually really, really nice. And then some parts that are not. You're likely to get shot. Took a $100,000 card to get into IF's top 10. Did they not put... Was I not on there with my Logo Man pull? It's tough to get on. I've been on IF. I don't know how many times now. Several. It's getting harder and harder every year as the cards get more and more valuable. Yeah, the south side. Kaka place. No-go zone. Should go in with the military, in my opinion, but... What can we find? Is this the box? This might be the box where we pull the Ohtani auto. It's bound to happen. Ooh. Every time I see one of these, I'm like, ah. Also, remember, Ichiro has a separate insert autograph checklist. Pete Alonso rookie. Toddy rookie. Soto. Second year Soto. Where's our autos? The redemption. Ozzy Albies. It's the Topps magazine autograph too, the one I've been talking about. It's definitely expired, but Topps might hook you up. They've been known to hook you up. Matthew. I'd get a hold of Topps. Tell them you got this. You just pulled it. What can they do for you? DeGrom. So it's going to look like that. Albies. Come on, baby. Give Give us a good one. We need one more auto out of here. Tino Martinez. Tino Martinez going to the Yankees. Michael has the Yankees. Congratulations. What next? Oh, we didn't open our hobby box yet. You like the hat today? It's been a minute since I wore it. Medieval Times. I think I went to that medieval. Wait. Nope, it was in Toronto. Medieval Times in Toronto. That's the one. But I've been to Chicago a lot. I like Chicago. It's like most of it's very clean and beautiful. The parts I've been to. Iceman says, "Oh please, the South Side isn't that bad." Compared to what? Like 30 to 35 people a week get shot in Chicago. I don't know where you're from, but that's pretty bad. You don't think that's bad? It's probably the worst place in the country. And like, that's bad. That's really bad. Objectively, that's really bad. Our tops. What is? Look at these. Okay. Should we call it right now? Something weird. What are we gonna call? Something weird's going on with these packs, and when that happens, well, that one's not weird. I'm gonna call a tough to pull insert ultraviolet. Can I pull an ultraviolet? Yeah, Detroit's a hole, Iceman. You're comparing it to that? Let's compare that to the worst place in the country. Detroit sucks. It's an asshole. Your counter, sir. Chirac is its nickname. Yeah, it's funny. So funny. No, it's not that bad. Dozens of people shot and killed every week. Not that bad. Ultraviolet out of here? What else could it possibly be with the random flipperoos of those cards? Beavers, Refractor, Jack Winkler. Did we not pull a Jack Winkler already? Someone rewind. Didn't we pull a Jack Winkler already? Ashri, it's your lucky day. Oh, I don't want to do it to you. I think that, is this your first break too? I'm not going to do it to you. Not going to do it. We'll just pretend. Easy on the cabbages, guys. Think we got a first timer. Can you imagine your very first hit ever in a break goes up on the cabbage stand? I can't, my heart won't let me do that. Connor Griffin refractor. Wong, it's more than that. His stuff is not nearly as good. The reason, so his fastball is down like 2 ticks, and then so his secondary stuff is not working as good because you don't have to load up as much on the fastball. I've been like researching this. It's more than tipping pitches. It's like his velocity has dipped, and then everything else kind of like snowballs down after that. Like you gotta have a firm base. Like your fastball has just got to be, you got to have the guys trying to cheat to catch up to it, and then all of a sudden your secondary stuff's swing and miss. Oh, that's what it is. I knew it was going to be something. An Ohtani Hobby Masters. Yes. Sweet hit, Ryan. What a sweet one. Yeah, it's the velo is the start of it. We were talking about his velo in depth maybe like a week ago or so. And people, so he's came out, or it was either him or the organization came out and they're like, oh, he's trying to go deeper into the games. And I didn't buy it for 1 second. That's BS. It's just an excuse. And the excuse is like, he's going to have Tommy John surgery, I think. It's the first sign. Significant velo drop year over year. Not just this year, even last year it was dropping. And his stuff metrics are way down too. He's like, I'll give you the exact numbers here in just a second. For like his stuff plus, pitching plus, location plus. Which I've basically gotten to the point where that's all I look at. It's not all I look at. It's it's one of the first things I look at. Because it sums everything up with 3 numbers. You don't got to go through like all these numbers and try to figure out what's going on. So Skeens, what? That's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Has it gotten worse since I looked? That's the question. It's not giving me what I want. Gotta sign in, maybe. Here it is. Okay, so location plus, self-explanatory. Like, what kind of command do you have? And it's on a scale of 100 is league average. When Skeens was a rookie, he was at 110. Last year he's a 112, so his location got even better. But then this year it's down to 108. So his location's a little bit worse, but it's still elite. Like 108 's still elite. He's one of the best. He has one of the best commands in all of baseball. It's not like the best, but it's pretty darn good. His stuff plus includes velocity. Stuff plus includes like velocity and like how much your ball moves, how filthy your stuff is. His stuff plus went from 108 as a rookie, 110 last year, to 98 this year. He has below average stuff this year. So that's not tipping a pitch. That's the actual movement of your ball that is location based and like how far it moves, how much drop it has, how much side to side. 98 is below average. And then his pitching plus, which is the overall, takes like everything into account for a pitcher and tells you how good they are on a scale of up to 100. It's 106. Last year it was 121. 121 is Cy Young. 106 is like, hey, he's a pretty good pitcher. Or, yeah, you're pretty good. But you're not elite at 106. So, it's like every one of his metrics has gone down. His swinging strike rate has gone down. His velocity has dipped. It was 98.8 when he was a rookie. Last year it was 98.2. That's not that big of a drop, but it's still a drop. And then this year it's 96.9. Big drop. His xFIP has gone up. Every year his xFIP, his expected fielding, what does that stand for? Fielding independent pitching. It's like it's an underlying metric that you can use to, it's better than ERA. It's more accurate than ERA. That's gone up every year. It was 254, 303 last year, and 312, which 312 is still good, but something's wrong. His expected ERA has gone from 250 to 265 to 294. Goes up every year. Like every single thing has gotten worse. Even his WAR has gotten worse. Like, I think he's due for a surgery. Brandon Lau, Imanaga. There's a McGonigal. Mizorowski, Nick Kurtz, Sal Stewart. Pete Alonso, Mini Diamond. Bryce Eldridge. Team Finest Judge. Blue Perdomo to 150. $2024 Stadium Club. An auto in every box. Yeah, Tommy just made it. You can add velo. That's why a lot of people just get it over with, Manny. Like, you know, you're gonna have to have it. Almost a guarantee that you're gonna have to have Tommy or some kind of a reinforcement structural thing done. So just get it done when you're younger. It's kind of the Jackson Jobe thing. Because Jackson Jobe for the Tigers, he didn't start pitching until later, until he was a little bit older. So he kind of had a fresh arm still. And everybody's just like, oh man, he hasn't had Tommy yet. Uh-oh. Sure enough, Tommy comes knocking. Yes, son, absolute. No joke. JB, what's up, brother? Saw them talking on ESPN how skiing's, yeah, I saw that too. 98 mile per hour plus pitches per start. It's gone way down. Now it's only like 1 or 2, 3, sometimes none. When it was 30 plus. Going yard is a tough pull. Wyatt Langford rookie. For Lucas. Pretty cool card. Little die cut action, colorful. 0001020. Yeah, it's bad. But like the crazy thing is even his stuff is still good. Better than most pitchers. Like you'd still want Skeens on your team for sure. He'd still be your ace. But he's trending in a direction that is uncomfortable for people. And that's what, like, one of the reasons why you don't pay Scooble, maybe. Or why the Tigers are just like, you know, when the home team is just kind of like, we ain't paying them. Makes you think, at least a little bit. Like when I see a team move on from a player that I thought was pretty good, I always go, I wonder if he's not as good as I thought he was. Like with the whole Soto thing, we can even talk about that. Juan Soto. Why are all these teams just moving on from Juan Soto? I thought he was like the best player in the world. One of. You know, we got Ohtani, Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, Juan Soto, Cunha. Maybe there's something more there. And there is, like, everywhere Soto goes, there's these little, like, rumblings. There's, like, rumblings and rumors and discontent. Discontent follows Juan Soto wherever he goes. For somebody's not happy. And this latest one is Francisco Lindor. But they're good now. See, it's always something with that guy. Goes over to the Padres. Team chemistry takes a dump. They've got like potentially 3 future Hall of Famers, maybe more, I don't know. Just awesome team established. And then they trade their whole farm away to get Soto. And then they're just like, nah, we're out. Okay. Why? How about an Adley Rutschman autograph? Oh, that's low numbered to 25 too. I didn't think that was going to be numbered. Just looks like a regular card. Flip it over, 14 to 25. Going to Tyler. Yeah, Soto doesn't seem like a good clubhouse guy at all. Everywhere he goes, there's these stories and rumors and like people don't want to expose their dirty laundry to the entire world, so you never really hear the full story. The teams just bail on him. For those kind of numbers that he puts up, you would think he'd get a little longer leash. But he must just be a complete D-bag. And a jumbo box. Greg Maddux didn't have to throw hard to get started. Yeah, but Greg Maddux, you know what? I don't know if they had these metrics back then, but let's see what Greg Maddox's other stats were. Not stats, but like advanced. They probably didn't have this back then. I'm going to just real quickly look. His plus. No, they didn't have it. So we don't really know. We don't know. But here's one thing that's crazy. Is like he wasn't known for his strikeouts. His swinging strike rate, horrible. People weren't swinging and missing at Greg Maddox's stuff. 6%? That's Like, you want double digits. Usually, these days, you're looking for double digits on a swinging strike rate. Maddox was like 6%-ish. That's horrible. He was just a wily pitcher. None of his numbers. Dude, his strikeouts were atrocious. He just didn't hit the ball hard against him. His strikeouts per 9 over the course of his whole career were 6. You're gonna get me sent down into a rabbit hole. I gotta get out of this hole right now. Schlittler. Rabbit hole. Filled with rocks. I just filled it up with rocks. It's all good. Freeland to 299. Jose Ramirez over Lindor. Oh, yeah. Definitely. Well, one of the two of them's a Hall of Famer. At least one. Yeah, both of them are. They're both Hall of Famers. Lindor has 56.5 WAR already. Six per 9 innings was pretty good back then. Tell that to Nolan Ryan. Colson Montgomery. Mookie, color match to 150. Ooh. Nice 1-2 punch. So Lindor, he is 32 years old. Almost, he'll be 33 in 100 days. 56.5 WAR. Jose Ramirez is 34, a little bit older, 59.7 WAR. Pretty darn close. Usually around 100, Cam. McLean, Schwarber, and Wheeler. Troy Melton, Bubba Chandler, Murakami. Topps Chrome Megas. I haven't opened any yet. I'm gonna have to open them myself and see, but probably it probably goes like this in terms of like the best thing to open, retail wise, non-hobby wise. It probably goes Blasters, Megas, Fanatics, Logo Fractor. But I haven't opened any of the others yet because, well, Megas released today, and here I am. Mine haven't arrived yet. Once they arrive, I'll do a video, obviously. I always show you guys, tell you guys what's up, but I'll break it down for you and let you know. McGonagall Future Stars, and I like these. Such a clean look. Imanaga Ink Strokes. Lindor double the cost of Jose. Wild, yeah. Well, Cleveland's just a smart organization. Cleveland, they're one of those, they're like Tampa Bay. They always just kind of do the right thing quietly. Real quiet. Always competing. Always in the playoffs. Just well-run organization. Let the guys go they can't afford. Make a trade, bring in some prospects. They're always developing good prospects and pitching. And favorite to win the AL? I can't keep my bias out of it, dude. Well, now, I mean, realistically, who do I think, or what's my heart tell me? I still think the Tigers can do it. Maybe not win the AL, but, well, yeah, I think they could. If they make the playoffs, I think they could. I gotta get out of my own. I gotta stop with this. Maybe it's unhealthy. I still think the Tigers are good. Marcelo. But it's Yankees, Red Sox, Rays. In that order. I want to believe. I'm like Mulder. I'm like Fox Mulder. Twist yourself in knots. I know, dude. Nice DeLauder. The Mariners still have the best pitching staff. Imagine if they brought up Cade. Luis Castillo is so washed as well. Like, who would even want him? Who got him again? The White Sox got Luis Castillo for Sir Anthony Dominguez, Nolan Jones. That's a pretty decent haul. And but Castillo's just so washed. Luis Castillo this year. Actually, not as bad as I thought. I take that back. His location plus is 109, pitching plus 104. His stuff has fallen off quite a bit. This is the worst his stuff has ever been. But I guess he could still be okay at the big league level. Connor Griffin. There's a nice junior wave and Flaherty. What are you doing, Soto? Trying to get out of town again? Are they absorbing all of it, though, Swole Boy? Or is it just that? How's that work? It says Chicago gets a veteran posting. Assumes, yeah, they are. They're gobbling all of his contract up. That's why. That's why they got some decent stuff in return, I guess. I think Sir Anthony Dominguez pitched last night and didn't look good. He used to be good, if I remember. Tigers put another whooping on a team last night. I think Sir Anthony pitched and wasn't very good. Connor Griffin refractor, Winkler auto, Tino Martinez, Ozzy Albies, Caros negative, Perdomo to 150, Stargell green, Wyatt Langford going yard, Mookie to 150, Spahn to 50, Trout to 75, Babe Ruth to 150, Alvarez to 99, Jazz to 150, Basayo to 150, Caglione to 99, Gabby to 199, Baez to 199, Freeland to 299, Imanaga, Ink Strokes. We got a Chris Bryant to 99, Chase DeLauder to 99, Hobby Masters, Shohei Ohtani, beautiful pull, and Adley Rutschman, low number, 14 of 25. And we move on to break number 4. Magical, mysterious break number 4. We've been all over the place with the opening box. We'll start with Topps Chrome again. Player Trelisto Ozuna. Oh yeah, I saw that. He's definitely washed. And an alleged wife beater. Are you talking about Sir Anthony Pope blowing games? Wonder if Peralta's done. Peralta's kind of been ticking down a little bit in terms of effectiveness. Let me tell you what his underlying numbers are. Yeah, very similar story. Freddie Peralta and Luis Castillo, very similar to their trajectory down. He's got a 104 location plus, 101 pitching plus, and a 96 stuff plus. So Peralta has turned into basically a league average pitcher. So don't go out there thinking this is the Peralta of old. Like, Peralta's stuff has never been that crazy. Going all the way back. He was a better pitcher than he was like a filthy McNasty. Like, he's better with location and just being a good pitcher than how filthy his stuff was. So his stuff is down to 96. Below average stuff. So he's not going to be very good. He's going to lose you some games, Tampa Bay. But he's only 30 years old. And Tampa Bay has a way with players. It seems like they can figure out what's wrong with you and get the most. Like, the Rays get the most out of every single player. Edward, sorry, man, I missed your chat. Fairly new, watched all. I need to link the top loaders and sleeves for thick cards. In the chat here, chatbot probably drops you a link every once in a while, but it's just cardshells.com. CARDSHELLZ. Card shells. Right here. Make sure you use the code Stryker26 to get a discount. Is this a full mega? This is a full hobby box. I want to get an ultraviolet. Another Ohtani $20 redemption potential. Roman Anthony. Oh, Paul Gervais. Yeah. He looks young. 21-year-old rookie. Maybe not. But pretty nice autograph there. I'll give him a little credit where credit's due. Dodgers. Who's got the Dodgers? Kevin. Paul Gervais. Connor Griffin. Justin Verlander. Chase Burns. What if Livy was just like, she's just like, meh, stuff's not quite as filthy as it used to be. Like, dumps him. Starts dating Mizorowski. Oh, she just bounces from Cy Young award winner to Cy Young potential. She's sniffing around Kate Anderson. Hey. What's your fastball like? You haven't lost any velo lately, have you? There's something crazy. I don't know what this is, but it looks crazy. What is this? What the heck is this? Oh, is that an ultraviolet? Do you know how hard this is? And it's Juan Soto. It's everything we've been talking about. And it came to fruition. Unbelievable. Can you believe it? We only opened 4 hobby boxes. Okay, 4 hobbies and 4 hobbies and 4 jumbos. This came out of a hobby box. It's 1 in 1,500 hobby packs. There's 20 packs in a box. It costs $34,000 in hobby packs. And it is 1 in 75 boxes. 1 in 6 cases. And I manifested it. I manifested it for Steve, because Steve's my boy, and he deserves it. Congratulations. Edward with a $5 super chat. Stryker 26, thank you. Enjoy your show always. Thank you for being here, and thanks for using the code and everything in the super chat. Man, it definitely looks wild this year. Ultraviolet. Weatherholt refractor. Cal Raleigh. If anybody's looking to get in on the new Topps Chrome update, we'll be ripping some tomorrow. Release day is tomorrow. So get in, become a slammer. That's how you join a break. Bubba and Beavers. It's so different. Ultraviolet is so different this year. I haven't decided if I like it more or less or the same, but it's just way different. They do look cool. I think I like it more. All we gotta do is talk about debut patches, yeah. That's all it takes. It's just really easy. Really easy and simple. Soto comp's about 500. Wow. You know, this reminds me of like what they did with a lot of the basketball inserts. This finish on the back, I don't know what it's called, but it's pretty wild. They did that with some of the tough to pull basketball inserts. What was it? Was it the Leviathan they did that with? A couple others too. Still no countertop, people. Unbelievable. Can you imagine? Just let me paint you a scenario here. You pay these people thousands of dollars. Many thousands of dollars for a slab of stone. For a rock. You pay these people thousands of dollars to give you a nice looking rock. They come out, they put it in place, and they leave like a 4-foot chunk of your backsplash that they're just like, oh. The guy goes, huh, guess they didn't give us everything we needed. Like, how does that happen? You have all the measurements. You came in, I saw you measure everything. And then they wait 2 months to come back. Could have been the same day. They could have just chopped a piece the same day and brought it back out. Nope. Back of the line, they say. Back of the line. Dude. Albies to $199. Bobby, yeah, and a piece of it was cracked. We got an autograph. Isaac Collins. That's another reason why these boxes are good. Autos do come out of here at a decent clip. Royals. Roy. Hey, Roy. Ohtani refractor. Juicy. Basayo rookie. Mini diamond. Two numbered cards and an autograph. Hot diggity dog. Andrew Painter to $275. Albies to $199. Isaac Collins autograph. JJ Weatherholt. Keep him coming. And another one. We got another. What kind of box is this? 2 autographs. I didn't know this was possible. Harry Ford to $150. This is a hot box. I've heard stories about hot boxes. But you never know till you actually open one yourself. They do exist. Julio Rare, Manny Mini Diamond. Oh, unbelievable box. It's going to pad the stage a little bit. Has anybody ever seen that before? 2 autos and 2 numbered cards coming out? These boxes are great. Pick them up. If you see one, pick it up. Well, we've been talking about the ultraviolet all day. Boom! Pulled one. Talking about an Ohtani autograph coming out of this product. How's it going, Roy? Huge problems with them just buying a fridge. Dude, we bought a new fridge. They delivered it and like just put it in place. And then I noticed a dent in the fridge. And so we had to call them up. They took it out, delivered us a new one. And then like my wife and I both looked it over. like heavily. We're just like eyeballed at the whole thing because I was in charge of looking at the first one and I didn't see it. So this time we both looked at it. All good. Like 2 days later, she's like, what's that? There's like a dent in the door. Brand new fridge. It's an eyesore. What do you do? Too late now. Is there a way to get a dent out of a stainless steel refrigerator door? A little tiny one about the size of a dime. That's what I did. I put a magnet on it. I'm like, that'll solve the problem. I leave the room. I come back in the room and my wife immediately removed the magnet. She's like, no. That's even worse. It's ridiculous. It's literally every single day, 9 to 9 job. It's more than that even. All people see is just like the front of the camera time, but there's way more behind the scenes. There's probably like 4 times as much time that I spend doing stuff for the channel and breaks behind the scenes that you guys don't see. Just ordered cabinets, JB. Love the layout. She swipes a card and then says the top cabinets are discontinued. Same thing just happened to us with our table. We searched far and wide for a dining room table because the wife's got like all the color scheme worked out, right? I'm a man. I'm just like, looks good to me. I don't care. I don't care. If it was up to me, my house would look like, well, it'd look like just a no style reject lives here. It'd be all mismatched items. I'd be like, look how cool. I have no style. So we were looking everywhere. We looked at 4 or 5 different places, like actual walk in, look at all their furniture kind of thing. Couldn't find a table we liked. Looked online, all the different places online. Couldn't find one. Finally, this lady at a furniture store opens up her magazine. What's just like the catalog. Opens up the catalog and it's like that thick. There's like thousands of pages in this catalog, so we can find one in here. And she goes to this spot. We tell her what we're looking for, and we find like a nice table. It's not perfect, but it's something. It matches at least what's going on, and then we order it. And she's like, okay, like literally swipe the card, and she's like, okay, it'll be, I think she said 12 to 14 weeks. Like, you couldn't have told us that 30 seconds ago before the card gets swiped, and we're like, you get that feeling, you're just like, we got it, we finally did it. Okay, when's it gonna be delivered? She's like, looks like it's on back order, about 12 to 14 weeks. Just like, you son. I was pissed. But what do you do? It's the only table, so okay, fine. She calls us like 4 days later, says all the chairs are discontinued. They don't make them anymore. The chairs that match, the whole thing matches specifically. You can't just get some other random chairs around it. Maury Willis. Maury Willis gets it. It's an interesting spot for an autograph. Going to Kevin. So then we had to go back in the store. And now I'm like, mad. I don't want to go back shopping. I hate it. I'm done shopping. Pick out a different freaking table. One that we didn't really even want. We gotta go get this other one now. They call that a bait and switch. Maybe not quite a bait and switch, but pretty darn close. And then the same thing happened to our sectional too. We needed a new couch because like everything's getting redone. We order a couch, and my buddy I'm dealing with my buddy, my friend, who I've known for a long time. But he just got this job. And so we get all rang up and everything. He's like, how about tomorrow for delivery? I'm like, tomorrow? No way. It was Saturday. Like, how about tomorrow for delivery? Sunday? I'm like, yeah. I was so happy. I was like, yes. They deliver like 1/3 of the couch. And they're like, it's going to be about 4 to 6 weeks for the rest of it. I'm like, too good to be true. Suitor to 99. I don't know. I feel like it's been about that long now already, and we still haven't heard. It's probably going to be longer for the couch. I bet you that like 4-ish week timeline is more like 8 to 12. I bet you. It'd be hilarious if it was just discontinued. If the couch was discontinued. We have 3 pieces that we've been sitting on. We got to go back in and pick out a new one. Yeah, we went to Ashley. Sectional? Yeah, it's a sectional. Jerry Lane auto. Everybody wants that. Giving the thumbs up. Legendary MLB umpire. Jerry Lane. You know who gets this? We'll find out. So we got to randomize it. One lucky person's going to get it. Who's going to get it? I'm looking at all the names right now. Do we have a Jerry in the break? We have a Jared. Nate Lowe to 25. Oh, I bet you. I hear my wife's phone going off. I bet you it's the countertop people. And they're like, excuse. Sorry. You watch. Do you have that Vlad rookie? Kevin? I bet you do. Well, if you don't, kind of cool one. I opened a little bit of that back in the day. I've got that rookie. If you went to Mattress Mac at Gallery Furniture, you could buy and get delivered the same day. That sounds like a sales pitch. I don't think we have one of those around here. You just got that? That Vlad base? Now's a good time to buy Vlad stuff. Thick boy. Bryce Matthews. Altuve to 75. On back. Jackson Merrill to 75 with that pinstripe going right down the middle. Stamp of approval on top in a awkward place. It's kind of awkward. Let me ask you, if you had a choice, would you like that sticker right on the front so that people know? They're like, hey, that's a special card. Or maybe on the back. What do you think would look better? Or what would you rather have? Stamp of approval. I do like the card, though. I like Merrill. Ryan, I think Merrill also, like, I've been talking about him quite a bit because he's kind of turned his season around. What did he do yesterday? He did something. He went 3 for 5 with 2 runs and 2 RBIs. Yeah, he's just on fire. He's just producing across the board. You look it on front. Will Merrill's market bounce back? They tend to not. When a player has like a big rookie campaign or they're a big prospect, like Merrill. Merrill was both. He was good, a big prospect, and then he had a big rookie campaign, and he's young, and he's like a high WAR potential guy, can do it all. He's got speed and power, and he's a great fielder. They'll have like a big rookie campaign, but then when they go back down to earth, when a card, anybody, when it drops down, it takes a lot to go back up because some people have been burned. And the people that have been burned are the people that are likely to buy the cards the next time or in the future. Bryce Turang to 75. So it really takes like, you got to turn it around in a big way for a extended period of time. But it can turn around. It's a cumulative thing. So he's got to make an all-star team, be in the running for MVP, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, I don't know, all that kind of stuff. You got to start accumulating things again. Win. You got to win. Your team's got to win, maybe. Maybe they don't have to, but it helps. All that stuff helps. How do you think Skeens will do? He'll do fine. He's still good. He's still really good. Jose Ramirez. Will the Thrill to 99 and Marcy to 150. Camille with the Giants auto. Beautiful. That's the Crest calligraphy autograph card. Vladdy got his market back from postseason and it dipped lately. Yeah, it can turn around. Like, baseball is a finicky sport, but like any of the sports, man, it's consistent accumulation over time is what creates a market. And then eventually it gets to the point. I mean, it's always a thought in the back of the head. Is this guy a Hall of Famer? Wow, look at that Barry on front. 14 of 25. That's an awesome piece. Camille, you got a couple of nice ones. Freddie Freeman, that's not even the hit. What's the hit going to be? Going to give us back-to-back Barrys? Might be. It's Giants. Oh, it's Posey. What a Giants box. Enormous bat relic from Posey. Tribute Jumbo Relic card. Triple hits for Camille out of the Tribute box so far, and we got 2 packs left. Who's the next top 10 prospect? Well, the next sure thing, you always look at the top, and Made is pretty insane, but Made and Cade Anderson, those are like the best hitter, best pitcher. Who else? Those are the big ones right now. Speaker. Never thought you'd be happy getting the Giants. Well, from Tribute, man, you can get the big Barry Bonds autos out of here too. Wizen Hunt. But a lot of 2026 products have Barry Bonds stuff. Molitor to 150. Timothy. Congratulations. there's really not, like, we're talking about excited about. There's not like a ton of guys right now. Let me just look at the top 100. Your top 3 are Made, Arias, DeVries, and DePaula. Like, it would have been killer if we could have got DePaula from the Dodgers instead of Hope. There's a Buxton. Another one of those cool City Connect pieces to 199. Tributaries relic card. Yeah, Made number 1. DeVries, Arias, DePaula, Cade Anderson. Those are the guys that I'm actually, like, not so much even Arias. I'm looking at Made and Anderson. I'm narrowing it way down to the people who I think have the highest chance of actually being like a legit star. Not just like, oh, he's going to be good. No, star caliber potential. Walker Jenkins, number 10. Ethan Salas still top, number 12. Eli Willits. George Lombard, number 15. He got called up. Max Clark, number 17. These are guys that are already, they're like right there and they're doing it. But after that, just got to wait. I got to watch him playing the bigs before I get excited, necessarily. 2024 Stadium Club compact box. Yeah, David, that's what I'm talking about, man. Like, Made looks like a lock. So does Cade Anderson. Like, it's really hard with pitchers. But everybody saw Skeen's pitch, and they were like, whoa, this guy is legit. He's crazy. Cade is... He is a crusher, dude. He's a guy who, like, it's like Mizorowski, Schlittler, Skeens, Chase Burns. Like, there's a certain caliber, and Cade Anderson's on that caliber. Seth Hernandez, maybe not quite. Like, it's crazy because these guys are all in the top 10, but there's a big gap. Let's do the quick rip. Yeah, that's. I think it's still a little too early on Seth Hernandez. Just a little. Like, we gotta play against big boys. But Seth is definitely one of those guys you gotta watch out for because he's on the horizon. He's right there, getting ready. But then there's a name like, okay, number 9 is Ryan Sloan. Bet you never heard of him. He's right in there with all these other guys. Martin. Yeah, that's right. I don't ship to Canada, but there are slammers that live in Canada that have either a U.S. A U.S. PO box or someone that they know in the U.S. that I ship to, and then they forward it to them. There's also a company called Ship My Cards. It's a shipping aggregate, and I ship my cards to them, and then they aggregate it over the course of a month or whatever, and then ship it to you. So there are ways to do it if you want. Easiest ways if you know someone in the U.S. Oh, Hoppy to 75. The reason is it's just, like, I ship out hundreds and hundreds of packages a week. And if I have to wait in line to fill it, because there's a lot of paperwork you got to fill out for shipping internationally. If I got to wait in line to do all that, it's not, like, no. Oh, Bobby Beam Team, baby. Nice. Wyatt Langford. There's Pujols in a refractor. Colt Keith. Colt's starting to come into his own, man. It took him a little bit of progressing. Like, Colt was one of those top prospects, too. And it's taken him a little bit to figure it out. He's just now starting to add a little bit of slug. He didn't have very much slug for most of the year. Just hitting a lot of singles and stuff, but his batting average was up and starting to incorporate just a little bit of a leg kick, a little leg lift on there, as opposed to being a little more flat-footed, which we need him. We need him to have a little bit more power. Sonny Gray, green. There's Corbin. Jackson, rookie. Ohtani. Yeah, it's just you got to be careful talking about prospects I stay away from, like catchers. You got to be careful of pitchers and catchers. Even first basemen, to an extent, tend to not put up like a lot of WAR. And WAR is important for people calibrating and calculating potential Hall of Fame status, which in baseball, people do more than any other sport when it comes to like how valuable their cards are. That's a nice card. Vladdy. Members only Vladdy. Look at that. Can you see it? I don't know if I can get it to show up. Beautiful. Uncommon. Very, actually quite rare. Members only. And the auto is Doc Gooden. I've got Doc Gooden autographed baseball. But even pitchers, like, pitchers come along every year, especially in the modern era that we're in now, and they have, like, heat. They throw fast. Their stuff is filthy. They get a lot of strikeouts. And then if they don't continue a, like, Cy Young pace every year, their value will drop. It's like Spencer Strider. Even like Chris Sale, DeGrom, all these guys, filthy, nasty. And then they just have like arm issues, always. They always have arm issues. The nice thing about a first baseman, outside of what we were talking about there with the potential lower WAR and harder to project and blah, blah, is that they don't usually get hurt as much at first base. And your first base is a position where you want to have a lot of power, a lot of pop. So they hit for power. They don't get hurt as much typically, but they tend to not have as much. They don't bring as much to the table in terms of athleticism. So they're kind of one-dimensional oftentimes. Because, you might wonder, like, why is a guy like Pete Alonso, all he does is just hit bombs and he's a fan favorite? He doesn't have that big of a hobby. You'd think he would have more, but he was a little bit older coming up, too. It even took Aaron Judge a long time. Maybe not a long time, but people were apprehensive about Judge because he was old coming up. And he proved that you can be old, you just have to set, like, every record. But what's Aaron Judge's hobby going to do if this latest injury is the catalyst that sets off, like, a cascading effect of every year now he's getting more and more injured, scar tissue. Dude, we've been pulling the DeLauders. That's a beauty to 250. What a gold Waldrop to 50. Good pack. Like, has Judge done enough to have his hobby be good no matter what from here on out? And when I say good, I mean, like, probably the number 2 player to collect in baseball. So Ohtani, number 1. And then Judge, probably, right? Because Trout used to be number 1, but half a decade of injuries took him out of that. And everybody would say about Trout, like, any Trout's a good Trout. He was the most collectible player. To people still like to collect his cards to an extent, but everybody thought that he was the guy that no matter what happens, no matter what, he's in already. he's a Hall of Famer today. They were saying this 5 years ago. So it doesn't matter. Well, it does. You got to continue. Yamamoto. Bernabell. Yeah. Yeah, David. He's just so big. People also like, they're like, dude, how's he running around and diving around and stuff in the outfield as a man of that stature? Like, that's not going to last. Pretty soon, Judge is going to have to be the DH. So that gobbles up a lot of flexibility on your team. Stanton's been the DH for so long, and every single year it's the same story with Stanton. Hurt for most of the year. So, like, you can't have Judge and Stanton on the same team for, like, this has got to be it, right? Last year possible for that. Stanton's getting ready to come back. Judge will be back. They're going to throw him back in the outfield. Stanton is... He's almost 37 years old. He's signed through 2027. He'll be a free agent in 2028. He can't be on this team next year. I mean, I guess I'm jumping the gun a little bit. Maybe on the Judge is not going to be an outfield anymore. But what do the New Yorkers think about that? Do you guys have a take? Also, hey, last push for likes. We're at 278. Can we get to 300 real quick? I need you. Schlittler, Stewart, Weatherholt, Springer to 250. Judge has 64 WAR. It's not like he has 100 WAR already, guys. 64 WAR. And he's, after this, I predict he's on his way down. He's got to be on his way down. You can't go higher. He's hit 62 home runs in a season. 58 home runs. 53 home runs. And this year, down. It's going to be 35 next year. 36 is the cutoff. Nice McGonagall wave. Judge has only played for 11 years. I'm getting Don Mattingly vibes, you guys. If he... I mean, at 64, you're almost a guarantee. I think he's probably a guaranteed Hall of Famer at this point. I'm being careful just because, like, in 11 years, that's not usually enough to get in. And he's got more. He's got a few more years under his belt. Four more years, maybe, of being able to compete. So that'll be 15 years. It's still a little low. Mattingly had a 42.4 WAR. He played for 14 years. So, but he only had one MVP. 9-time Gold Glove, 6-time All-Star, 3-time Silver Slugger, Major League Player of the Year, a batting title, an MVP, and he didn't get in. 127 career OPS plus. Justin Dean. Well, Mattingly hasn't played in 21 years, and he's not in yet. He only played 14 years, man. Like, you kind of got to play for like 18 years-ish to get in the Hall of Fame. mean, they do make exceptions, but like 42.4 WAR is not that great. I don't think you should be in the Hall of Fame with under 50 WAR. Like, in my opinion, 50 is the threshold of when you start thinking about it. Less than 50, unless it's a situation where you play a position that doesn't accumulate a lot of WAR anyway. Troy Melton, rookie. Roman refractor. Oh, this is a really tough pull. Gold World Series champion to 50. That is a tough one. We got to look up the rarity of that. It's Rojas going to Kevin. I pulled one of these. It was Tommy Edman. I think it's still sitting in my eBay store. Oh my god, how tough are those? I'm looking it up. Those are the autographs. Auto. Those are 1 in 9,530 jumbo packs. Costs you $635,000 to open to get one of these. I told you it's a tough pull. Weatherholt rookie. Marcy. And the last pack of the day. Remember, tomorrow, Topps Chrome update. Ohtani Wrecking Crew. Got to randomize Jerry. Jared, hoping for the Jerry randomization. I'm going to read off the names, or look at the cards first, then we'll randomize that last. Marcy to 150, Dean auto, Springer to 250, Ohapi 75, Collins auto, Ford to 150, Painter to 275, Albies to 199, Willis autograph, Suter 299, Low to 25, Altuve to 75, Ohtani refractor, Cal Raleigh negative, Weatherholt refractor, Gervais auto, Merrill to 75, Ultraviolet Soto, sick card, Turang to 75, Barry Bonds to 25, Waldrop to 50, Posey to 99, Will the Thrill to 99, Buxton to 199, Molitor to 150, Bobby Beam Team DeLauder rookie auto to 250. Doc Gooden autograph. Vladdy members only. Vladdy Daddy. McGonigal wave rookie. And Rojas World Series champions gold to 50. Jerry Lane gets randomized. Swing on over with me. We're going to drop them down. All the names, all the buy-ins. Roll the dice. Whoever's on top gets it. Ready? 4. Here we go. There's 1. There's 2. 3. And 4. Jared, what? Called out Jared winning this, and then Jared wins it? Andy said so in the chat, too? You were destined to have this card, man. Jerry Lane. Wow. That's the guy. That's the guy you want. Of all umpires, you want Jerry Lane auto. Well, I had fun. I hope you did too. Like I said, tomorrow we are at it again for 1 or 2 breaks. We're going to see if we can't pull $1 million card. You should be here with us when we do. And if you want to get in on it, join the Patreon group. Become a slammer.